He came back after they'd been to Roosters, and they were here for maybe an hour, hour and a half, and boys were playing normally, and my daughter was here. Um, my other son, Kerry, was living in Orlando at the time. So it's just Jerry, the dad, my daughter, and the two boys and myself. And we just had a nice, easy evening. Nothing special, but it was really nice. About 8:25, Kevin told the boys, "Oh, we got to get moving. These school nights. You got to get home, take a bath." And of course, they didn't move. So took them a while to get them out the door. And I can remember that Kevin and Sissy, my daughter, talked about taking the boys to the Children's Museum over in Indianapolis, because I had taken them over there, and it's a great museum, and that's what they had planned on doing, in the near future, that they were going to take a weekend and go over to Indianapolis, and so it was just an up evening all the way around. I mean, it was just absolutely great, and I walked out to the tracker, and Sissy and I both walked them outside and watched me at the car pull off. Everything's normal. At 8:57, we get a phone call, and the number was not a number that we recognized. We found out later that it was from a neighbor's phone. It was Carla. "You need to get over here. Kevin's been shot in the yard."
What was going through
Into
your
my
head?
world. Yes. So I get in my truck, with Jerry. Sissy's already in the car. Oh, with a friend of hers. I forgot he was here that night too. And we just blast from my house to Cherry Drive. It is not far. We must have gotten there. I bet it didn't take us more than 3 minutes to get there. The yellow tapes were already up. When I saw those yellow tapes, I collapsed. I couldn't believe it. She didn't tell me he was dead. Last I saw him. The first one that came to us, ran to us, and helped me up was Lieutenant David Scherer. He and Kevin were really, really close, and he was a good friend of Jerry's, because Jerry had been on the Dayton Police Department for many years. And it was just like, this can't be happening. Why would anybody kill my son? He wasn't doing anything to harm anybody. He spent the day with his boys, took them home, and he was in such a vulnerable position. You know, he would not have been suspicious of anything that drastic happening, although I later found out that he had told people he was being stalked. But he never told me that. He was very protective. He didn't always tell me what was going on. But no one in my family had any suspicion that he would be in danger, and he was obviously not either, taking his children back to their home.